YouTube, welcome back to another video. I'm your host, K Dub. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't really have a lot of topics in this video, but obviously today is MLK Day. R.I.P. Martin Luther King. And we had some NBA games today. The first game we're gonna start off with is the Mavs and Hornets. So the Mavs and Hornets. So the Hornets beat the Mavs 110-105. Kyrie had 33 points. Daniel Gafford had 31 points and 15 rebounds. He had 7 blocks. A monster game for Daniel Gafford, but unfortunately the Mavs didn't get the win. P.J. Washington made his return to Charlotte, but the homecoming wasn't as sweet as it should have been. The Hornets, LaMelo, Charlotte LaMelo, I gotta upgrade my jersey, but LaMelo had 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. So Brandon Miller, injury update. So Brandon Miller's out indefinitely with a fractured wrist, I think. So he's out indefinitely, but Miles Bridges, 23 points. Mark Williams, 13 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks. Off the bench, you had Martin had 10 points, 7 goals, 7 assists. Had some people. This was a good win by Charlotte. LaMelo was just raining threes all game. Had some highlights in there. But I think the best player overall in this game probably has to be like LaMelo because he got the dub. But Kyrie and Gafford both had 32 combined points. So it's unfortunate the Mavs could get the win. Obviously, Luka is still out with injury. He should be back in. So his injury was a month. It's been about 3 weeks since that. I think it's been about 3 weeks. So he should be back in another 2-3 weeks, maybe, I'm assuming. So yeah. So we'll see. But the Hornets get the win 110-105. We had a TNT game. We had Memphis and the Timberwolves, Ja versus Ant. The Grizzlies got the win. Got the win over the Timberwolves, 108-106. Ant had a shot to. Ant had an opportunity to end the game with 3, but he missed it over Jaren and Dez. He missed it. But Naz Reid had a monster game off the bench. He had 29 points, 8 rebounds, but he picked up some late fouls in the fourth quarter. And he started to get upset towards the refs. You don't want the refs to control the game. You don't want the refs to kind of like dictate how the game goes. But yeah, the Grizzlies get the win. Ja had 19 points, 7 assists. Desmond Bain had 22 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Jaren Jackson had 24 points, 11 rebounds. G.G. Jackson finally came back today from his foot injury that he suffered over the summer. He had 4 points off the bench. This Memphis Grizzlies team went 13 players deep today. They played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players off the bench. So the Grizzlies, their team overall is definitely is definitely suited for the playoffs. A total roster of NBA players is 15 players per team, but the Grizzlies got 13 guys who can really go. The only player who didn't play was Conchar off their bench, but Marcus Smart is out with injury. So imagine Marcus Smart come back. You know what I mean? So off the bench, you had Luke Kennard with 7, Brandon Clark with 7, Aldama, he struggled. He had 2 points. He was 1 for 8. Scottie Pippen Jr., had 6 points, 3 assists, 2 steals. They have their bench is deep. I mean, they have the deepest roster in the league, in my opinion. I know a lot of people say Golden State, but Memphis really has a deep bench. So yeah, man, shout out to Memphis. I mean, now on the Timberwolves side, Julius Randle struggled. He was 2 for 13. He had 5 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. But I mean, and Ja had a flat. Ja's always a highlight. He had a play where he came down on court, wrapped the ball behind his back, and did a no-look pass to Brandon Clark. You know what I'm saying, for the layup. So, anytime Ja plays, it's a highlight. So, shout out to Memphis. If we go to the standings, so Ant had 32 points. Ant had 32 points. Rob Dillingham had 15 points, which is his career high. But if we go to the standings, so Memphis is on a 3-game winning streak. The Timberwolves dropped to 2 games, back-to-back loss. The Grizzlies are the 3rd seed right now. Timberwolves are 9th seed. And and right behind them is the Suns and Warriors. We're going to get to those teams as well right now, actually. So the Suns lost to the Cavs, arguably the best team in the league. Are they the best team in the league, or is it the OKC? I think the Cavs are the best team in the league. They beat the Suns by a lot. The Cavs beat the Suns 118-92. And the big three did play. KD, D-Book, Beal, they all played. Nobody was hurt. Everybody played except for Nurkic. The Cavs, Donovan Mitchell had 33 points. Evan Mobley didn't play. I'm assuming for injury. Jared Allen had 12 points, 11 rebounds, and Darius Garland had 16 points, 7 assists. The Cavs are really good. Their bench, they play their bench tonight. Jay Tyson had 10 points off the bench. Tristan Thompson is still in the league. He had 10 rebounds off the bench. Merrill had 10 points. George Niang, 8 and 6. T. Jerome had 8 points. So I'm not gonna lie, man, their bench, let's see, 13, 14, 24, 32. Their bench had combined 40 points. They got 40 points off their bench, combined with the starters. But no Evan Mobley. Now on the Sun side, KD, man, KD doing all he can. 23 points, and D-Book had 15. He was 6 for 14 from the field. Bradley Beal off the bench, 2 for 4. Man, his roster is still not right. Even with the trade they made for Richards. So Richards had 4 points, 4 rebounds. Tyus Jones had 13 and 4. Grayson Allen had 10 points off the bench. Mason Plumlee came off the bench with 2 points, 0 rebounds. Boy had 3 points, but the only highlight he had was him turning the ball over. We really got to talk about the Suns, and I don't know what's going to happen with their roster, but they're going to have to make a decision on Bradley Beal, because Bradley Beal coming off the bench just doesn't make sense. They did the same thing with Russ. They did the same thing they tried to do it with Harden, but it didn't work. They did it with Russ. They did it with D'Lo. They've done it with a number of players. I think I even seen Aaron Gordon from the Nuggets. He's come off the bench now. But that's besides the point. Bradley Beal is one of the best scorers in this league. I just think the Suns are just not a good fit for him. He needs to go to like the Nuggets. The Nuggets don't have a shooting guard. He can go to the Nuggets. But right now, you see how Russ and Jamal Murray are playing. It's like, do you want to break that up? Like, do you want to mess up that chemistry? Because the Nuggets right now are actually playing good. And if Bill goes to the Nuggets, you're going to have to trade probably Michael Porter Jr. So let's just say Michael Porter is in a trade for Bradley Beal. As a matter of fact, instead of us just sitting here just chatting, why don't we go to the NBA trade machine? And while I'm getting this right, make sure y'all subscribe to the pod. For sports updates dropping. I'm gonna try and drop every day. Every day is the plan. I have another podcast with two of my bros, Bakai and Keon. Me and Keon shot a video, just the two of us, a couple of days ago, which we're gonna drop sometime in the next few days. Also, Bakai should be on the next one. So yeah, man, and that podcast is called The Tip Off. Right now, we're just trying to get everything set up, but I will definitely have a day when I drop it, and I will have a link down below so that y'all can go watch it. I'm trying to see. So if we send Bradley Beal to Denver, the Nuggets will have to trade Michael Porter, and I'm gonna see if we can trade this player right here. Their trade doesn't even work. So I tried to send Michael Porter, and they got a player named Zeke Naji. Excuse me, my God, for messing the name up. I don't mean no. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to your name. I definitely can't pronounce your name. But I'm trying to make some trades, but I don't see a trade that we can do because Bill's contract is so high, 50 mil. And my thing is just like, you don't want to trade Russ because he's playing so good for the Nuggets right now. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna just add Dario in that trade and see what happens. Okay, so look, if the Nuggets want Bradley Beal, they're gonna have to trade Michael Porter, Naji, and Dario Saric. Now, okay, you trade Michael Porter. Now you can probably put Braun in the starting lineup. And I heard Bruce Brown is probably gonna get bought out with Toronto, so maybe the Nuggets can bring back Bruce Brown. That's not a bad option. But Bradley Beal definitely needs to start on a team, and I think the Nuggets is the perfect fit. They need a shooting guard, but with them trading Michael Porter, they don't have a small forward no more. But I would say this about the small forward thing, right? Okay, so you trade Bradley Beal, for Bradley Beal. He's a more consistent shooter than Michael Porter. You can rely on you can rely on Bradley Beal more than Michael Porter. So I think that trade works out in both parties. So yeah, I got distracted by something, but yeah, the Suns are a mess. Even with the trade they recently just made, they're still a mess. So right now I'm looking at the Pistons beat the Rockets 107-96. I didn't watch that game, but I saw some highlights. Cade was cooking. Jalen Green had 19. Cade had 32 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Duran had 16 points and 14 balls. Off the bench, Malik Beasley at 17. My guy Ken Whitmore Off the bench on the Rockets, he had 10 points, 6 boards. Had Now he had a dunk and a few threes in there. Sengun only had 11 points, 8 rebounds. He was 5 for 14 from the field. Amon Thompson had 17 points, six boards with 3 steals. Dylan Brooks was 2 for 7. He only had 5 points. Fred VanVleet had 20. Like the Pistons are looking real good. Pistons are looking way better than last year. With JB Bickerstaff becoming the new coach, you can tell like the culture in Detroit is turning into kind of a winning organization again. Well, at least it's trying to. Right now they're the ninth seed behind Miami right now, and if Miami trade Jimmy, Miami might slide in the standings, and the Pistons might go up. Because I'm looking at Orlando. Even with Paolo back, Orlando has lost 3 straight, even with Paolo back. But I think they're about to get Franz Wagner. I seen that Franz Wagner is he's starting to do like some contact drills. So so Franz should come back. You got the Bucks, 4-game win streak, 4th seed. The Cavs still winning. The Celtics just won today by 40 to the Warriors. Draymond and Kuminga didn't play, but yeah, Jason Tatum definitely getting his get back on Steve Kerr. Let's just talk about that real quick. Tatum had 22 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Jaylen Brown, 17 points, 4 boards. Porzingis had 18 points, 7 rebounds. Peyton Pritchard off the bench had 14 points with 9 assists. Derek White, 8 points. Drew Holiday, 10. Al Horford came back tonight, another 3 points. Not 2 blocks, though. Saucer had 11 points, so it's not. Golden State, oh my gosh. Steph Curry and Moses Moody were the only players to even have double-digit points. I'm going to say it again. Steph Curry and Moses Moody off the bench were the only 2 players to have double-digit points. Nobody scored over 20 on the Warriors. Steph Curry had 18 points. He was 6 for 16 from the field. Andrew Wiggins had 4 points. He was 1 for 11. I think that they might need to make a trade for Jimmy. Oh my God, Dennis Schroeder, 7 points, 3 for 8. Off the bench, you had Moses Moody. Moses Moody was probably your best player. 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. 5 for 13, 38%. The best player on the team was their big man, Jackson Davis, with 5 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He was 66% from the field. Oh man, Buddy Hield, 6 points. I think Kyle Anderson, I think he's fallen out of rotation. So yeah, Slow-Mo's out he's been out the rotation for a few weeks now. I just think they probably just need Draymond and Kuminga back. But Steph Curry, man, he looks all by himself out there. And I'm not a Warrior fan. I don't want to see the Warriors get better, in my opinion. They took KD from us, and just seeing Steph Curry just win a lot, it kind of like it annoyed me. I don't want to see Golden State get better, but Steph Curry needs help. If he don't get it there, he's gonna have to. Steph Curry said it in some press conference, he said, man, like we gotta get better. Like he's not getting no younger, so you're gonna have to make a move, front office. I mean, maybe you go out and get Jimmy. Even though I've said personally, I think Jimmy goes to Phoenix, but who knows? And maybe if the Suns was to trade for Bradley Beal, they if you trade Bradley Beal to like Golden State, I mean you can get like Dennis Schroeder back in the trade, probably Wiggins. I mean you'll get some defense back if you trade Bradley Beal. You'll get like a point guard and Dennis Schroeder who can play defense, who's a scrappy defender. Then you can get Wiggins. I don't know. I mean, you can trade Bradley Beal, you can get Buddy Hield and Dennis Schroeder in a trade, or you can get Kaminga. I mean, there's plenty of ways that the Golden State can get better. I don't know if Golden State want Bradley Beal, but I think Bradley Beal will be he'll look very good beside Steph Curry, but who knows, man. But the Lakers lost to the Clippers last night. Bron said some comments after. I don't know, man. Like the Lakers, Suns, and Warriors, LeBron, KD, and Curry, man. Like we're used to them. Like I think we're so used to, them three. The big three, the faces of the league. We're so used to seeing LeBron and Curry and KD on top, like winning, like winning championships and going to the finals every year. To now, they can't beat team. They can't beat the young, like the young talent that's coming up. Like everybody's seeing KD and Curry lose to players like Luka, Tatum, Ant, Shea. Like we're seeing. Shoot, even Ja gonna start. He's gonna start getting better, and we're starting to see KD, Curry, and them. They're losing to like Giannis and Jokic, and they're starting to lose. And it's weird to see, but it's weird to say this, but KD, Bron, Curry, man, their time's coming to an end. And you got players like Giannis and Jokic and Tatum and Luka, like. They here now, and they here, Ja, like they here. Shoot, even Trae Young is starting to, it's getting tough out here. Like you seeing these young, like, even when the Kings get their stuff together, like you got them too. It's sad to see, but you gotta appreciate them while they're here. But yeah, man. Hopefully the Lakers can turn it around too. The Clippers. Let me see what's the Clippers. Let me see. The Clippers. They lost. So Kawhi had 19. Zubac had 21 points and 19 boards with 3 blocks. Norman Powell had 22. James Harden had 21 points, 12 assists. Yeah, the Clippers are looking real good, especially when now they got Kawhi back now. The Clippers are now the 5th seed and they've won 4 straight. And the Lakers, they're right behind them, 6th seed. The Clippers are the 5th seed. They won 4 straight. The Clippers are looking real good. If the playoffs started today, the Lakers will play Memphis, and I'm gonna say I think Memphis will get their revenge and beat the Lakers. If the playoffs started today, the Mavericks, Kings, Timberwolves, and Suns are in the play-in, and Golden State don't even make the playoffs. The Spurs. I thought the Spurs would be in the playoffs. They're the 12th seed right now, 3-game losing streak. I think next year they go. I got them going to the playoffs next year, but not this year because you got the Warriors and Suns ahead. Nah, and the Kings been looking better. Yeah, it's real tough in the Western Conference because like even the Eastern Conference. I mean, the Eastern Conference is like you got the Hawks. You know, yeah, they lost to the Knicks in New York. You know, it's kind of crazy. You know, I know Trae Young got like a rivalry with the Knicks, like that whole Trae Young and New York rival. That's gonna live on, but even the Eastern Conference, I mean, you know, like the Sixers, they've lost six straight. Embiid stayed hurt. Paul, it's like the teams who thought that was going to be good not playing up to their potential, like the Lakers, Suns. You would have thought. I didn't think the Lakers were going to be as good because they didn't make no moves. But you thought the Suns would get better, and they was playing really good at the beginning of the season. Then they started getting injuries, and now you see where they are. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens this week, but that's going to wrap it up. Hopefully, I enjoyed the video, man. You know, we're going to keep watching these games, and I'm going to keep giving y'all content at least every day. You know, as y'all can see right now, bro, I'm tired. You know, tired. I didn't really do anything, but I mean, I'm just, you know, other stuff in my mind. But that's besides the point. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the video. Tomorrow night is Tuesday. We got the Sixers and Nuggets. It's too bad Embiid is not gonna play Jokic tomorrow night. That would have been a matchup. Yeah, the Knicks play Brooklyn tomorrow. I don't think nobody's watching that. And it's a TNT game too. Yeah, it's not really a lot of games, but yeah. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Like I said, I'm gonna have a third podcast with the bros releasing soon, so y'all stay tuned in for that. But that's gonna conclude this episode of K-Dub Palace. I'm your host K-Dub. And I will see y'all in the next video.